Hey ladies and gents, and welcome back. Today we are tackling a pair of Frye cowboy boots, or cowgirl boots, I guess you could say. This is a pair of cowboy boots that was sent in to us. As you can see, they are in rough shape. The owner of these wore way past when the soles should have been replaced, but that's okay. You know, the heel pads, they were starting to wear into the heel block as well. So it is definitely time to get these fixed, but she didn't go far enough to where we won't be able to fix it. So anyways, we're going to get this pair of Frye boots into our shop and get them fixed up. But before we do, and I know sometimes you guys hate for me to ask this, but if you would, please give me a big thumbs up just to let, YouTube know that you're enjoying this video and it helps us grow. So anyways, without further ado, let's get out to the shop and get this pair of cowgirl boots resold. So can we just start for one moment? Talk about that. Now we've spoken about this quite a number of times on our channel. I'm gonna bring it up once again. Now ladies and gents, the leather sole is kind of like your tire. And when you blow out your tire, you don't keep driving on the rim for the next 100 miles, like Exhibit A. But it's okay. She sent them to the right place. We're going to get her patched up, and then she'll be good to go. So let's start breaking these down and go from there. Now I am a bit curious, since these are Frye boots. Frye, the quality of them is all across the board, so you really never know what you're getting from style to style. So I am anxious to get these broken down and kind of see what materials they use. All right. So we know that these are not stacked leather, which you see a lot on different boots and brands and whatnot. It is, kind of like compressed leather. So, okay, so normally I wait until the end to do this. Just depends upon the shoe or the boot I'm working on. This one, before we put the new welts on and get the new stitching on there, I want to clean these off. They're pretty dirty, and before I hydrate them and all that. So we're gonna put a little saddle soap on here to clean off the dirt, and then we'll go back and condition them and all and whatnot. But let's go ahead and get that dirty part done first. So while the uppers on these boots dry out before I put the welt on, I'm going to let them sit for a little bit. The old mug is dry, and I need a little bit more Java in the body, so let's go grab another quick cup. This Cup of Joe was brought to you by today's video sponsor, Trade Coffee. Most coffee is dull, stale, and questionably sourced, but it's easy to get stuck in a rut and drink what you always have. Instead of standing in front of other options at the grocery store, let Trade Coffee help you find something new to love. Trade Coffee sells the freshest roasted and ethically sourced beans from America's best local roasters. They ship free to you as often as you like, whole or ground. Take the coffee quiz on their website to get started. Trade guarantees you'll love your first bag or they will replace it for free. Guys, Heath and I drink a lot of coffee here at the shop. I kid you not. We drink several cups a day to keep us going. We've been drinking the same coffee for, I don't know, 2-3 years now, and we wanted to change. So we tried out Trade Coffee. You go onto their website, you take their very short quiz, and they ask questions like, what type of coffee do you want? Do you want coffee that is just straight up brewed coffee, or do you want, hints of other flavors mixed in with your coffee? And then it starts recommending different coffees to you. We chose some of the coffees that we like, and then it simply shipped right to us within a matter of days. Bada bing, bada boom, we had our coffee. Your subscription to Trade is absolutely no hassle. You can skip shipments, change your frequency, or cancel at any time. Right now, guys, Trade is offering a total of $20 off your first 3 bags when you go to drinktrade.com/Trent or click the link in the description below. That's more than 16 cups of coffee for free. To get started, take their quiz at drinktrade.com/Trent for $20 off your first 3 bags. So, as I'm welting this, I know I'll probably get some questions, guys, about what these are. On a cowboy boot or a shoe that has a really pointed toe on it, oftentimes what you'll see is there's a lot of holes, that go through that are very close together up here on the welt. And those holes, pop through on the gimming down here. Well, what happens if you get too many of those holes really close together on the gimming, it can rip and make it into a big hole, which then won't hold as well. So what you have to do a lot of times, and I should have shown this to you guys, I just didn't think about it, is you kind of take a piece of wax string like this and you twist it around, you make it really thick. And then as I am braiding the thread through, you kind of stick this through it and then you pull it through and it pulls this around, so you end up having this really thick twine down here, and that prevents really big holes from popping through on the gimming. So I know it might be a little confusing, but that is what you see here from there to there. Okay, so if y'all remember, the blocks on the original pair were just this composite leather. You can see, I mean, just, you know, cracks and whatnot. Not the greatest. So we're upgrading these to stacked leather, and it is exactly what it means. We're literally taking, you know, one piece of leather at a time, stacking that up, and then sanding that down until it has the same shape as the original, and then we'll almost be done. Okay guys, so these boots have been resoled. Last thing we're going to do is put a little conditioner in here. I don't know when the last time these have been hydrated. So get some nice conditioning agents in there, and then we will put a little Saphir boot cream, shoe cream on there, and a medium brown. I think these have some, you know, different brown tones in it. So we're going to start with something a little lighter, and that will do the job. It'll also darken the dark tones, cover in these, you know, scuffs. And after we do that, they will be good to go, and I'll show you the final product. Okay, so we have this pair of cowgirl boots wrapped up. But again, before we show you the final product, as always, if you would, please give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would really appreciate it if you would do that. Just hit the subscribe button down below and make sure you're hitting the bell so that YouTube notifies you every time we put out a new video. Also, if you want to have any shoes sent in to us, or you're looking for products to care for your shoes, your leather goods, whatever, check out our website, potterandsons.com, down below, where we carry all of that information and all of those products in order to help you out. Okay, now let's get to these boots. Now again, this was a pair of ladies' Frye cowgirl boots. As you can see, they were in rough shape. She had worn way into the sole, into the heel pads. They should have been replaced long before this, but she didn't get into the welts yet. We ended up, you know, replacing those anyways, but you know, it was an easy resole. You know, actually, when I first got these in, I was thinking that the heel blocks might actually be hard plastic wrapped with veneer leather, as you see that sometimes on ladies' boots. I've even seen it, I believe, on a few pairs of Frye boots. Don't quote me on that, but I think in the past I have. So I was thinking that's what the heel was going to be. They weren't. They were like a lot of men's boots out there, a lot of men's shoes. They were just compressed leatherboard, and you know, we wanted to get rid of those and upgrade them. So we put on new welts, put in new foam, just like the original, put on new JR soles. We put on stacked leather heel blocks, so that is a big upgrade. And then we put on Vibram rubber heels just to top them off. It gave the, you know, general how they look. We didn't go, you know, into a lot of bells and whistles on it. We just got these back into good working order, and they look a lot like the original. but with an upgrade, with several upgrades. So anyways, I think she's going to be good to go, in the future, yeah, when you start wearing down this, for any of you folks out there, make sure before you start wearing into the heel block or you start getting a hole in the soles of your shoes, make sure you're getting those to your cobbler beforehand so that they can replace all of that and get into additional cost and whatnot, having to go above and beyond. So anyways, that was just a quick reminder. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, y'all have a good one.